are here in the Algarve and I am going to test making my first YouTube video. So the camera has gone, what way is this? Landscape. And we're off to an amazing start. And I am gonna see how this goes. So it's first day, we're in Tavira and we're heading down to the river to go to a coffee shop. So that's where we're headed first. Ooh.
Yeah, we should go to...
Just come to the pool, and what I picked up in the airport yesterday was Jackie Wilson's new book, so this is Picture Imperfect. Now, I've actually seen some reviews on Goodreads about this and that it's not very good, but I'm 80 pages in and actually really enjoying it. Her last one, which I can't currently remember the name of, everyone again said like, oh, she doesn't know how to write for adults. I kind of agree with that, but at the same time really enjoyed it, and I absolutely loved Jackie Wilson growing up. So when she was getting into adult fiction, I was like, I have to support my gal. So yes, reading this, a nice little pool. I'm just waiting for my sun cream to sink in and then I will be getting in there. It's actually quite cold, so I don't know how aesthetic it's gonna be. So we've just been for a swim, and then before we went for a swim, went to the supermarket, picked up some bits because I've got this dream of making this absolutely epic sandwich. So thought last trip of the summer, although is it summer because it's now October, who knows, but anyway, I've got this vision of making a sandwich and I'm finally going to make it a reality. So to go in my amazing sandwich, which now probably everyone's going to be like, this doesn't even sound that amazing, but I'm excited. We've got rocket, mozzarella, I think this is Portuguese cheese maybe, prosciutto, kind of buzzing about these. These are big tomatoes, but look how good these look. Now obviously you won't be able to get into them. This is what happens when you're new to YouTube. I'm literally having to freestyle this whole thing. I don't have a little holder, tripod, anything like that, but look how good that looks. So yeah, I picked up 3 of those. I've got this crusty bread. And my drink of choice is gonna be a Lipton peach tea. So I really hope these are as good as I have envisaged them. And actually, I kind of think that about the whole sandwich because now I've spoken so much about the sandwich. And I'm like, if this is not as amazing as I think it's going to be a little bit disappointing. I mean, that is what I was looking for, so delish. So, chunks of this. Now, this is actually a great tip. If you've got, I mean, I think these tomatoes will actually be delish, so I'm not that worried about them. But if you're back in England and have crappy tomatoes, you want to just salt them before serving them, and it genuinely, because it helps to bring out the juices, it makes them taste so much nicer. So always salt your tomatoes, lads. Right, I'm actually going to just try some of this. Is it the best tomato I've ever eaten? No. Is it the worst? Also no. So I'm going to take that as a win. It's a nice tomato. It's not winning the Tomato Olympics, if that was a thing, but they do look pretty, so pleased with that. Now this is the other thing I'm going to do, which I think will hopefully take my sandwich to the next level. So rocket, I'm going to toss it in some olive oil, and again, does it sound revolutionary? No, but it's adding an extra step to your sandwich making, which should then mean that it's just a top tier sandwich. So I'm actually also going to put a bit of salt in the rocket. Gonna get some pepper. And then I'm also gonna put some olive oil in there because I just want a really banging sandwich. So ideally, obviously you'd do this with tongs, but I can't see any. So I'm going in there with my hands. And I've potentially also put too much olive oil in this. But let's taste some. I mean, that's delicious, obviously. I'll put a bit more rocket in. Take on some of that olive oil as well. And to be fair, I might actually also toss this in with the tomatoes. So then everything just gets cut into this cheese. And it is so delicious, actually. It's like it's almost like a soft cheddar. I don't know what it is, but it's really tasty. And it's not like mild or anything. It's got a really nice flavour to it. So I'm going to actually put that in alongside the mozzarella. I was wondering whether to only do one type of cheese, but went on holiday. So I'm just gonna cut that in some little bits and then we can start. We're almost ready for sandwiches. Breaking the mozzarella up. So I'm just kind of tearing it. And then I've cut my bread as well. I'm just gonna eat a chunk of station that we're working with. So mozzarella, bread, unidentifiable cheese, tomatoes, rocket, prosciutto that I need to crack into. So it's time to build these babies. Okay, this has zero structural integrity, but who cares when it looks that delicious. This is the crisp of choice today to go with it. So crisps, yum. Sandwiches, I mean, sorry, stunning. Golden hour, baby. Yeah.
Dear.
We're about to head down into the town to go for dinner. So I've just got ready. When I'm on holiday, I don't really like to do loads of makeup. So I've literally just put a bit of bronzer on and then a bit of blush and mascara. Then I'm kind of a walking advert of ASOS this evening. So top is from ASOS, skirt is from ASOS. These hoops are from ASOS. These ones, which I always have in, are Ottenberg, and I get the solid gold ones and I really highly recommend them. They're obviously, you buy them singularly, so they're not the cheapest, but I've had them as birthday presents and they literally last so well. Then I've got, this is from Monica Vinader. Then this chunkier ring is D. Louise, this is Monica Vinader. And then I've got a little Monica Vinader bracelet on there, and then some bangles, which are from my granny. I've then also just got freshly washed hair, which is just gonna go down until I obviously get annoyed with it, and then I'll probably put it back up. I'm annoyed. I wanted to bring some sort of claw clip, which I didn't bring, so that's annoying. So I'm gonna have to bring a hair bobble with me. But yes, so gonna head into town now. I've got 2 different places that we might go for dinner, so we'll just see where it takes us when we get down there. But yeah, then I'm sure I'll pick up my phone again and do a bit more vlogging when we're down at the restaurant. What do you think? Yeah, maybe it is their kitchen. Cheers. Yummiest dinner. We went to this little wine bar and we got like a meat and cheese plate. Then we also had a little octopus salad, then had a little Aperol, and then finished with this chocolate mousse, which then had olive oil and sea salt on. It was delicious. And now we're heading for a little cocktail, and obviously you're gonna go over this bridge, which has lots of live music happening on it, and there's gonna be some dancing, I think. Thank you.
Thank you.
Whee! Good morning on day 2 here in the Algarve. So we are heading down to breakfast where we went yesterday, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get the boat to the beach. So here you can't walk to the beach, but you have to get a little ferry, which apparently goes every hour. So we've already missed the one we were trying to get, so we're going to go have breakfast, have a nice little slow brekkie, maybe I'll read my book, and then yeah, get on the ferry to go to the beach. So let's go.
I do find it interesting because thank you very much.
Just pulling in now. We had breakfast down in Tavira and then we got the boat to the beach. Now I'm at the beach now. I've just been reading my book, taking in the scenery. Also, what's so good about coming on holiday in October is that obviously it's completely the off season, so everything is so cheap. So I think we just paid €13 for 2 sunbeds, so love that. It's also like 27 degrees, so it's like such beaut weather. So it's like you can actually be outside, you can have a nice time, but you're not like, oh my god, this is like deathly hot. So I'm a real convert to a holiday in what is traditionally more the colder months, because previously I've always been just like, I like a summer holiday, give it to me then. But now I'm just like, actually, because I went on holiday to Corfu in September, now I'm here, I'm just like, this is perfect, because also it breaks up the winter. So yeah, my next holiday will be in December, and that will be to Berlin, hopefully. So that will obviously be a very different vibe. But for the time being, loving a bit of October sun. I think I'm gonna, when I return to the UK, it's gonna be a storm, which obviously is not ideal. But yes, I'm now just heading to get a couple of drinks. Then I'm gonna go back, read my book some more. I would quite like to finish the Jacqueline Wilson book, and then I think I'm gonna go in the sea. So won't be finishing the book today, but might finish it on the plane home tomorrow, so we'll see. Cured the goods, so Coke Zero, little Fanta Orange. I wanted Fanta Lemon, but they didn't have any. And then we saw these in the supermarket yesterday, which we didn't end up getting, but I think it's like Lay's trying to do like a Torres number. Anyway, don't know whether they'll just literally be a normal Lay's and I've just overpaid for them, but we'll see. Taste test pending. What I'm talking about, little crispy Fanta with that view. Yes, please. So first impressions, did pick these up. I've just actually had one and I do think I've been scammed.
Why?
They do taste nicer than a regular Lay's. They taste very much like, you know, when you go to like a nice bar and they give you like a nice crisp. So it is nicer than a Lay's. Is it worth what we paid? No. But it is much more, if we've got the Lay's and then we've got Torres, it's much more in the middle. So if you're wanting a cheaper dupe for Torres, me little beer. Cheers. Yesterday we picked up a bottle of Algarve sparkling wine. It's gonna crack into that now. Very intrigued to see how it tastes. It was €11, so probably would have been safer with a bottle of Prosecco for £6. Or there was obviously champagne as well, but thought this would be a fun thing to try out. I'm gonna crack this open. Woo! I mean, I don't know why I smelled that because I would never do that with Prosecco, so. Right, so then this is the test. To be fair, it has got slightly more of a champagne-like colour, so. Oh yeah, that tastes a lot more like champers than Prosecco does. I'm gonna enjoy that actually. Look at that view and a nice crispy glass. Perfection. Last night at the holiday, very sad. Some cod cakes with, what's underneath? Unknown.
Some rice.
Rice.
Black bean rice. So
Black
it's called
bean.
fish cakes with black bean rice and pesto.
Oh, someone's been paying a lot more attention than I have.
Because I thought of this.
Obviously I'm planning on winning with this hand. Mono deal, little raspberry sour and little baby super bock. And yes, I am gonna win because this hand, she's a slay. But actually there's quite a lot of good property cards there, so it's a race against time. Well, no, it now seems too late to play that. Although, do you really want to play that? Well, you can if you want. In the spirit of
It's your go.
true monopolying. Oh, I won! Huzzah! And also, even more of an impressive win because I got 4 stations. So 4 stations, little wild property here, and then also 3 here. He managed 1, 2 sets, and then I stole some of the cards. So it's not ended happily, but it's ended ecstatically for me. Best of 3 apparently. Let's go. I've very sadly been defeated second game, so it all comes down to the 3rd round. I am the champion, no time for losers.
Always helps when you're the dealer, doesn't it?
I have just finished reading this, which is Picture Imperfect, which is the adult follow-on from The Illustrated Mum, and absolutely loved it. So much better than the first Jacqueline Wilson adult book. Lot less cringe. Absolutely flew through it. Loved it. Now, oh, I've got some hair. The next book I have is One of Us by Elizabeth Day. Now, I've only read one other book by Elizabeth Day, which was Magpie, which I did absolutely love. So don't actually really know anything about this, so excited to see what happens. But yeah, one of my friends did read The Party by Elizabeth Day, which she absolutely hated. So we've got a 50-50 chance of this being good. So I'm gonna, well, actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep reading the Guardian match report for the Arsenal-Man City game. Man City are currently winning 2-1, which is very sad. And then I'm gonna go in the pool, and then I will be starting One of Us. Giving old school. Now, it was actually a bad YouTuber and I forgot to finish my video and I couldn't post my first YouTube video without ending it, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Obviously been wanting to live that out for years, so I had to finish my video like that. But yes, I do really hope that everyone enjoyed my first YouTube video. Let me know in the comments if there's any content you want to see, what you thought of it. And my aim is to post a YouTube video weekly. So hopefully In a week's time, you can come back to the channel. There'll be a fresh new video waiting for you. And I'll make sure I always link them on my Instagram. So until next time, goodbye.